Let us see exercise problems, children. Exercise 5.2, first problem. State the property that is used in each of the following statements. Children, if you observe the figure here A and B are parallel lines, and here we have two transversal here. So what can you say? We can draw infinitely many transversals for a parallel lines. Okay. So for this transversal, 8 angles are forming here. Okay. Coming to first bit, if A is parallel to B, then angle 1 is equal to angle 5. They have given this one and they are asking you to write what is the property used here. A is parallel to B, angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Angle 1 is equal to angle 5. What are these angles, children? They are corresponding angles. So, corresponding angles are equal. What property we are using here? Corresponding angles are equal. Now coming to second bit, if angle 4 is equal to angle 6, then A is parallel to B. If any of the three statements are true, then we can say that A is parallel to B. Angle 4 is equal to angle 6. Here angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles. If alternate interior angles are equal, the two lines are parallel. So what is the statement we are having? Alternate interior angles are equal. Coming to third bit, if angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degrees. Angle 4 and angle 5. Angle 4 and angle 5 are interior angles on the same side of the transversal is equal to 180. So they are supplementary. Then A is parallel to B. So what statement you are using here? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Are supplementary. Coming to second problem. In the adjoining figure, identify. See children, this is the figure they have given in the textbook. A is parallel to B and C is the transversal for the two parallel lines. So again 8 angles are forming here. See children, they have given angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is clear. Now what are they are asking? Identify the pair of corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles, children? One should be interior, one should be exterior on the same side of the transversal. So here angle 4, angle 8. Angle 4 and angle 8, comma. Angle 3 and angle 7, comma. Angle 1 and angle 5, comma. Angle 2 and angle 6. Coming to second bit, pair of alternate interior angles. Interior angles are 2, 3, 5, 8. In this alternate are 3, 5 and 2, 8. So angle 3 and angle 5, comma. This is one pair. Another pair is angle 2 and angle 8. Coming to third bit, pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So angle 3 and angle 8, comma, angle 2 and angle 5. Last bit in this second question, children, vertically opposite angles. Children, if two lines intersect, we have two pairs of vertically opposite angles here. So here 2 and 4, 1 and 3. Angle 1 and angle 3, comma, angle 2 and angle 4, comma. Again, C and B are also intersecting. So 8 and 6, 5 and 7. Angle 8 and angle 6, comma, angle 5 and angle 7. Is this clear to everyone, children? Let us see the third problem, children. In the adjoining figure, P is parallel to Q. Find the unknown angles. See, children, here P and Q are parallel lines. Okay, here they have given vertical parallel lines here, and this is the transversal. As usual, 8 angles are formed here. They have given unknown angles here: E, F, A, B, C, D, and only one angle they have given as 125 degrees. Children, we have to find out these unknown angles here. Children, if one angle is given, how we have to find out the remaining angles? Let us see this one. Okay, here if you observe here, angle E and angle 125 degrees, both are linear pair, yes or not? This is forming half circle here. Okay, so E plus angle E or E. Okay, angle E plus 125 degrees is equal to, linear pair means the sum of the two angles should be equal to 180. So this implies angle E is equal to 180 degrees minus 125 degrees, which is equal to 55 degrees. So we got first unknown angle, angle E is equal to 55 degrees. Let us see angle 5 here. Children, see, if you observe angle E and angle F, both are vertically opposite angles. What do you know about vertically opposite angles? Vertically opposite angles are equal. Therefore, angle E is equal to angle F, which is equal to 55 degrees. What is the reason we have to write here? Vertically opposite angles are equal. Is this clear? Now, coming for these unknowns A, B, C, D. Okay, children, in these two parallel lines, what are these, ma? These are inside angles which are alternate interior angles. So what do you know if two parallel lines are there, one transversal passes through the two parallel lines, alternate interior angles are equal. So angle F is equal to angle A here. So angle F is equal to angle A. What is the reason we have to write? Alternate interior angles are equal. Why we are taking all these facts? They have given since P is parallel to Q. Okay. So angle F is equal to angle A. So angle A is also equal to 55 degrees here. Again, angle A and angle B are linear pair. So angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees, and angle B is equal to 180 degrees minus angle A, which is equal to 180 degrees minus 55 degrees, which is equal to 125 degrees. Clear? Similarly, angle A and angle C are vertically opposite angles. So angle A is equal to angle C, which is equal to 55 degrees, comma. Angle B and angle D are vertically opposite angles. So angle B is equal to angle D, which is equal to 125 degrees. So what are the unknown angles here? Angle A is equal to how much, children? Angle A is equal to angle F, which is equal to 55 degrees. Angle B is equal to 125 degrees. Angle C is equal to 55 degrees. Angle D is again 125 degrees. Angle E is 55 degrees. Angle F is 55 degrees. So if one angle is given for a parallel lines or a transversal passes through, we can find all the remaining 7 unknown angles. Is this clear to everyone? Let us see fourth question, children. Find the value of x if the following figure, if L is parallel to M. Okay. Here observe the figure, children. L is parallel to M. Even A is parallel to B here. So if L is parallel to M, A and B become the transversals, and A and B are parallel lines, then we can take L and M as transversals. So here they have given angle 100 here, angle 80 degrees here. Here unknown is X. They are asking you to find out X here. Children, for this solution we have two ways. You can take A and B as parallel lines and this as the transversal. We can find out X value, or L and M as parallel lines and A or B as a transversal. You can find out the X value, unknown value here. Let us see if L and M are parallel lines. They have given already L and M are parallel lines and A is the transversal here. Children, here it is L, just observe L and M and A. Okay, here 100 degrees is given. So this is a linear pair, right? So this angle will become 80 degrees. Again, interior angles. Here 80 and X are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. What is the fact you know about interior angles on the same side of the transversal? They are supplementary. So 80 degrees plus angle X is equal to 180 degrees. So angle X will become 180 degrees minus 80 degrees, which is equal to 100 degrees. This is one way to find out the value of X here. Okay. Suppose you don't want to take L and M are parallel. If you observe this A and B are parallel, and you can take L is transversal or M is transversal, then how can you take? See children, if A is parallel to B, then this one will become alternate interior angles are equal here. So this one will become 80 degrees. Again, interior angles on the same side of the transversal will become supplementary. So here also X will become 100 degrees. Clear? Let us see fifth question, children. In the given figure, the arms of two angles are parallel if angle ABC is equal to 70 degrees, then find. See children, observe here, angle ABC they have given as 70 degrees and they are asking you to find out angle DGC and DEF. Children, if this line and this line are parallel, this is the transversal. One is inside, one is outside. Corresponding angles are equal here. So 70 degrees and so this also will become 70 degrees. So angle DGC is equal to 70 degrees since corresponding angles are equal here. Again, angle DGC is 70 degrees here. They are asking you to find out DEF. Again, BC and EF are parallel lines. DE is the transversal. If you have a confusion, you can extend it, children, like this. Okay. So BC and EF are parallel lines. DE is the transversal. Again, corresponding angles are equal here. So again, this one will become 70 degrees. So angle DEF is equal to 70 degrees. Is this clear? Let us see last question from exercise number 5.2. Sixth question, children. In the given figures below, decide whether L is parallel to M. When can you say the two lines are parallel, children? From the three facts, any one of the three factors should be true. Okay. Let us see. Don't think that here L and M are not like a parallel lines. We can say directly by observation. We cannot say like these two lines are not parallel. Are you clear, no, children? Sometimes they'll to confuse you, they'll give like this. Okay. But you have to check the three facts. Okay. See children, here they have given 75 degrees. Here they have given 75 degrees. What you know about these? Children, here 75 means alternate interior angles are equal. So I can write it here also 75 degrees. Now here this angle I know and this angle I know. So what are these angles? These two angles are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Okay. what is the fact to say that L is parallel to M? The last one, okay? The last one, interior angles on the same side of the transversal form supplementary. Let us check these two form supplementary or not. 75 degrees plus 75 degrees, which is equal to 150 degrees, not equal to 180 degrees. Clearly, L is not parallel to M. Is this clear to everyone? Let us see second bit, children. Here, two lines L and M are given, and transversal N is given. Children, if you observe that, if you see that, you can say that L and M looks like a parallel lines, and you can directly say that L is parallel to M. We cannot do like that. We have to check the three facts there. Okay. If any one of the three facts is true, then only we have to say that L is parallel to M. Okay. Children, here they have given 123 degrees here. Here they have given 57 degrees. Okay. Children, if this is 57 degrees, these two will become linear pair. So what will be this angle? 180 degrees minus 57 degrees, which is equal to 123 degrees. So this one is becoming 123 degrees. Okay. Children, what are these two angles here? Alternate interior angles. So if you observe here, these two angles are equal. Here it is 123 degrees and here it is 123 degrees. So alternate interior angles are equal. So we can conclude that L is parallel to M. Since alternate interior angles are equal, therefore L is parallel to M. So in the first bit, we concluded that L is not parallel to M because any of the three facts is not true. Here, second fact is true. So we have concluded that L is parallel to M. Thank you so much.